India comeback has been pretty inspirational. It's very difficult for a player to be dropped from the Indian team once and then make a comeback. But then Varun Chakravarti has pretty much done the unthinkable because of the way there is competition within the Indian team. There are a lot of players really gunning for that spot in the playing 11 across formats, and Varun Chakravarti did break the selectors' door down by making a comeback for the Bangladesh series in 2024, was on a roll in that series, did even better against South Africa in an away tour, and now he has carried forward that momentum in the opening T20I of the 5-match series against England, wherein he bowled a match-winning spell. So what are his preparations going to be for the second T20I against England? That's going to take place at the M.A. Chidambaram Stadium in Chepauk tomorrow. Well, Varun has spoken out. Well, Varun, he said that I have certain plans for certain batters, expecting England to be aggressive, but I'm ready with plan B if they change their playing style. So if we take a look at the most important keywords here, but I am ready with plan B if they change their playing style. So the way the Eden pitch played out in the opening T20I, it was slightly on the slow side, maybe a little tacky one, a pretty unusual Eden pitch because a T20 was played after a long time in January at the starting of a year, and that's where the Indian bowlers led by Varun Chakravarti, especially spinners, they made merry. Now, will pitches once again be on the slow side in the remaining 4 T20Is? Well, that could really be the case, and that might just prompt England to change their batting approach. And how could they really do it? Maybe a little more stable, maybe a little less attacking, because they would probably know that the series might not really be a high-scoring one. And that's where maybe Varun Chakravarti would have to make sure that he entice the England batters so that they make mistakes and give away their wicket. And maybe this is the plan B that he's talking about. Well, moving on, Varun has basically supported the BCCI's new diktat. He has basically approved of it. And what's the new BCCI diktat? Well, obviously at Sports Today, we have done a lot of videos on it. It's about making the domestic cricket mandatory. There could be sanctions on players if they really skip it. They could not take part in the IPL if they skip domestic cricket. No excess baggage. Wives are not allowed on a tour beyond a certain point. And that's where making domestic cricket mandatory on this very specific point, Varun has supported the BCCI by saying that the level of domestic cricket is on par with the Indian Premier League. I would urge everyone to play SMAT and other domestic tournaments. It's challenging and keeps me on my toes. And that's basically going to be the case with all the Indian players now. Well, remember, Rohit Sharma has actually played in the Ranji Trophy after a long time. So is the case with Shubman Gill, Rishabh Pant, Ravindra Jadeja, under whom Saurashtra sealed a magnificent win over Delhi. And Virat Kohli is going to be a part of Delhi's next Ranji game against Railways beginning January 30th. So clearly, Indian players are now taking domestic cricket seriously, and they would really have to, so as to make sure that their performances across formats turn out to be great one in the future. Well, Varun, he has obviously been compared to R Ashwin, Ravichandran Ashwin, who basically retired from international cricket in December 2024. Now, Varun, he hails from Tamil Nadu, and so is R Ashwin. And R Ashwin has basically done a brilliant thing, not just for Tamil Nadu, but for India also, by making a legacy and making sure that he does his state and the country proud. And Varun Chakravarti has obviously big shoes to fill. So he has been compared to Ashwin because of the mystery that he brings on the field. But then Varun has chosen to be humble. He has said that it's an honor to be compared to Ash. He has played all formats, but I'm just coming back. No comparison at all with Ashwin. He has taken 500 test wickets. I'm not even close to him. And maybe he's right in choosing to be humble here, because Varun is just a part of the one format. He has just returned to the team, and he still knows that he has a long way to go, and he would have to focus a lot more on his bowling those longer spells, and press his claim for a spot in India's Test and ODI teams. Well, moving on, Varun also spoke about his general preparation, like it's been the case with many other players also. Varun said, I do spend a lot of time in planning. I keep researching a batter's new shots, the release shots that they have. I bowl around 2 hours a day, and that's pretty good, for any bowler, be it a spinner or pacer. You do know what's going to be your workload in a particular match, and you accordingly prepare for it. So Varun Chakravarti versus England's batting is once again going to be an exciting battle at Chepauk, because if pitch is once again on the slower side, then England batters would really think of being smart, playing out Varun and then making sure that they attack the other Indian bowlers. But then Varun Chakravarti also has truckloads of experience of bowling in domestic cricket, and he would basically want to make sure that he entice those England batters into committing mistakes. So what do you think about Varun Chakravarti's latest comments ahead of the Chepauk T20I? And do you really think that Chakravarti can be compared to Ashwin? You can let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today for all the exciting updates and analysis from the sporting world. Until then, on behalf of my producer Pawan, it's Siddharth Gulati saying goodbye.